Our world runs on electricity. We see it in the bright screens of our phones and the quiet hum of our laptops. We feel it as electric cars glide silently down our streets. All of these amazing machines need power, and that power often comes from batteries. Batteries are like tiny, portable power plants. They store energy so we can use it whenever and wherever we need it. This has given us incredible freedom. But as we use more and more batteries, we have started to see a hidden cost. We are beginning to ask some really important questions about where our power comes from and, just as importantly, where it goes when we are done with it. The push for a better battery is a huge deal for scientists and engineers all around the globe. They know that the future depends on energy that is clean and sustainable. We want to power our lives without harming our planet. This means we need to think about the entire life of a battery, from start to finish. We need to find materials that are kind to the earth. We need to build batteries that last longer and work better. And we need to figure out a smart way to handle them when they can no longer hold a charge. This has become one of the most exciting challenges of our time. It is a puzzle that, if solved, could change everything. Think about all the devices in your home right now that use a battery. Your remote control, your wireless mouse, maybe even your toothbrush. Now imagine a city full of homes, each with dozens of battery-powered gadgets. The number is staggering. Every single one of those batteries will eventually run out of power. This growing mountain of used batteries is a real problem for our environment. It makes us realize that the way we have been doing things is not going to work forever. We are at a turning point, a moment where we must innovate and create something new, something better for ourselves and for the future of our world. This is why the search for a greener battery is so inspiring. It is not just about making a better product, it is about a bigger idea. It is about living in harmony with our planet. It is about using our human curiosity and intelligence to solve a problem that we created. People all over the world are looking for answers. They are experimenting with new ideas and materials, all driven by the hope of finding a truly sustainable way to power our modern lives. This shared goal is pushing science forward, leading to breakthroughs that once seemed like something out of a science fiction story. And sometimes the most amazing solutions come from the most unexpected places. Let's take a closer look at the batteries we use every day, the ones we call traditional batteries. These are the lithium-ion batteries in our phones and the alkaline batteries in our TV remotes. They are marvels of engineering, packing a lot of power into a very small space. But they have a complicated side. Inside these batteries are a mix of different materials. This can include heavy metals like lithium, cobalt, and nickel. These materials are great at storing and releasing energy, but they can be very harmful to the environment if they are not handled correctly. They can leak into the soil and water, causing pollution that can last for a very long time. Recycling these old batteries is not as simple as recycling a plastic bottle or a newspaper. The process is difficult and expensive. To get the valuable metals out, the batteries often have to be shredded, melted down at very high temperatures, or treated with strong chemicals. This whole process uses a lot of energy. Sometimes it uses more energy than it took to make the battery in the first place. Because it is so complex and costly, many batteries unfortunately do not get recycled at all. They end up in landfills, where their toxic components can become a serious hazard for the environment and for our health. There is also a question of safety. You may have heard stories about batteries in phones or laptops overheating. The chemicals inside traditional batteries are often flammable. If a battery is damaged or if something goes wrong with its internal structure, it can lead to a dangerous situation. This is known as thermal runaway, where the battery heats up uncontrollably. While engineers have designed many safety features to prevent this from happening, the risk, however small, is still there. This is another reason why scientists are working so hard to find safer alternatives that use different, more stable materials to store energy. So, while our current batteries have powered a technological revolution, they have left us with a serious challenge. They are difficult to take apart, expensive to recycle, and contain materials that can be hazardous. This is the puzzle that needs solving. We need a new kind of power source that gives us all the benefits we love, but without the environmental and safety downsides. We need a battery that is designed from the very beginning to be part of a clean, circular system. A battery that is not just powerful, but also responsible. This is the challenge that a team of brilliant scientists in Japan decided to take on. Imagine a battery that, when its job is done, you could simply drop into a glass of warm water and watch it disappear. This is not a magic trick. It is a real invention created by scientists in Japan. They have developed a revolutionary new battery that can dissolve completely. This is a huge breakthrough because it completely changes how we think about battery recycling. Instead of a complex, energy-intensive process, recycling could become as simple as adding water. This idea is so powerful because it tackles the waste problem at its source, making it incredibly easy to recover the battery's components and keep them out of our landfills. So, what is this amazing battery made of? The secret lies in its clever design and its choice of materials. Instead of the complex and sometimes toxic chemicals found in older batteries, this new battery uses something much simpler and safer: salt. Specifically, it uses a material called magnesium foil for one of its main parts. The scientists then created a special kind of sugar-based plastic to hold everything together. This plastic is the key to its dissolving trick. It is strong and durable when it is dry, allowing the battery to function perfectly, but when it is placed in warm water, this special plastic simply dissolves away like sugar stirred into a cup of tea. The process itself is quite beautiful to watch. As the battery sits in the warm water, the sugar-based plastic binder starts to break down. The different layers of the battery, including the magnesium foil, gently separate from each other. They do not just vanish into nothing, of course. The valuable magnesium and other non-toxic components settle at the bottom of the container. From there they can be easily collected and reused to make new batteries or other products. The water itself remains safe without the dangerous chemicals that could leak from a traditional battery. It is a clean and elegant solution to a very messy problem. This design is brilliant because it was made with the end of its life in mind. The scientists did not just think about how to make the battery work, they thought about how to make it disappear responsibly. By using common, safe, and abundant materials like magnesium and a sugar-based plastic, they created a battery that is much kinder to our planet. It proves that we can create high-tech devices that are also environmentally conscious. This innovation is not just about one single battery, it is a whole new way of thinking about how we design the technology that powers our world. The potential for this dissolving battery is immense, and it could change many parts of our lives. Think about medical devices, for example. Small temporary sensors that are used inside the human body could be made with this technology. After they have done their job of monitoring a patient's health, they could simply and safely dissolve away, without the need for a second surgery to remove them. This would be less invasive for patients and much simpler for doctors. Or imagine environmental sensors scattered in a remote forest or deep in the ocean to collect data. When their work is done, they could break down naturally, leaving no trace behind. This technology is also perfect for things we use every day. Consider the growing world of wearable tech, like smartwatches and fitness trackers. Or think about the Internet of Things, where everyday objects from your refrigerator to your doorbell are connected to the internet. All these devices need small, lightweight batteries. Using dissolvable batteries would make them incredibly easy to recycle. It would also lead to safer products. Since the battery uses a water-based system instead of flammable organic solvents, the risk of fire is significantly reduced. This makes it a much better choice for devices we wear on our bodies or keep in our homes. What is truly inspiring about this invention is the message it sends. It shows us that, with creativity and dedication, we can find solutions to our biggest environmental challenges. This is not just about one battery, it is proof that we can redesign our world to be more sustainable. It encourages other scientists and inventors to think outside the box. It asks them to consider the entire life cycle of a product, from its creation to its disposal. This kind of thinking can be applied to everything, not just batteries. It can change how we make our clothes, build our homes, and grow our food. As we stand here on September 12, 2025, the future looks a little brighter. This dissolving battery is a beacon of hope. It is a small but powerful example of how human ingenuity can work in harmony with nature. It reminds us that progress does not have to come at the expense of our planet. The path forward is one of innovation, curiosity, and a deep respect for the world we all share. The next time you pick up a battery-powered device, think about the incredible journey of science that brought it to you. And imagine a future where all our technology helps to heal our planet, one invention at a time.